So I started my YouTube journey about a year and a half ago, and I started out with like 33 subscribers. I didn't have all the answers. I was questioning myself. I had never been disciplined with anything or consistent with anything in my life, and I didn't have all the answers. And now I have almost 11,000 subscribers. My channel is monetized. My inner teenager is in disbelief that I'm even making money from YouTube. And it went from being a space that started creating to heal my shame, to talk about things that I felt like I couldn't really fully express in my day to day life. So to deepen my expression, right? And it ended up being the most lucrative investment I have ever made, the most transformative journey I've ever been on. More than solo travel, even more than sometimes even more than therapy, like not more than, or maybe just as impactful as solo travel and therapy and all these classes and certifications and treatments we are told we have to get to reach this transformation, right? When you can reach a certain level of transformation with your life from your room, from bed, as long as you have somewhere you can sit down and hit record. From YouTube, from starting my YouTube channel, I figured out how to build a full creative business with YouTube as the heart of it, a fully remote creative business at that. I have been healing my shame wounds. It has changed the way I feel when I look in the mirror. It has deepened my authenticity and the way that I move through the world. It has helped me challenge my relationship with people pleasing and strengthen my boundaries. It has helped me bring my dreams to life, really. I've been able to make money from Bali while on vacation from bed because of YouTube, right? It showed me what was possible, and it is the strongest tool I have for dissolving limits and beliefs and self-imposed limitations, which is really are the most powerful limitation. So I'm creating this video for maybe, you know, people, YouTubers who feel like they're not making progress, they're showing up, but they're not really seeing the impact or the reach that they want. I'm creating this video for women who feel like their success is tying them down. Whether you're showing up, you're doing the work, but your success is tying you down in a way that has to do with time. You don't have time for yourself, whether that has to do with location, or you feel like your success is keeping you in a small perimeter location wise, whether that is expression wise, where you feel like your success only demands one side of you, one version of you, and you have to neglect the rest. There's more available for you. So this video is going to talk about, how to use YouTube as a conduit for your natural magnetism, how to reconnect with your authenticity, and to use YouTube to turn that journey, reconnecting with your inner child, picking up those dreams that you've been letting collect dust for years, that you have been conditioned out of, told it was too unrealistic, or someone who looks like you from your background couldn't have, or that's not what's going to make you money or get you by. You can use YouTube to reconnect with those things, and it can become very lucrative and one of your most easeful forms of income that is not bound to location, not bound to time, does not demand, a bunch of effort or even editing. I make the most off of one take videos where I sit down, record, and just upload, right? So if you want to learn how to use YouTube in this way and see this transformation with yourself, there's a vision that you have in your head of a life that you think isn't available, or maybe you think it's unrealistic to expect that level of ease. A lot of us have been taught, this is just how life is. We have to bend over backwards. And especially as women, these roles that we've been put into are really just, it's misguidance. So I want to talk about, how to use YouTube in this way. And yeah, so this video will help you build something, build an income stream, build a foundation rooted in your authenticity beyond external expectations. And the best thing about it is your channel can evolve with you. So many of the roles that we're put into as women, whether you're a mother, whether you're a business owner, whether you're working, you're in corporate, it requires us to stick to this rigidity, right? We are expected to stay the same hours, same efforts, same expectations. And with YouTube, your channel can evolve with you. I think that's the difference between growing an audience and growing a community. And both, have value. But when you grow an audience, it expects a performance. You likely already have an audience in a way in your life. They expect these things of you, right? When you grow a community, they just expect presence from you. I feel like that's the community I've grown on YouTube. And yeah, so you don't have to stay stagnant with this journey. You don't have to keep the same posting schedule or make the same video all the time. I think that's actually what caps a lot of creatives is they create another 9 to 5 for themselves. Um, and that's what I want us to talk about is watch out for this when you're creating. Is a lot of creatives, they get in front of the camera and they do what they do, in their normal waking day-to-day life. They start performing immediately. And or they have a low tolerance for discomfort. So they go back, they start editing the video, and they start critiquing every little mess up, and then they can't even get past through to the posting. So, a lot of things will come up. This is going to feel, you're going to feel dumb because your authenticity, most authentic self may be unfamiliar to you. So when imposter syndrome and doubt comes up, know that that's a part of the journey. There's nothing wrong with that, and you're actually in the right place because you don't feel imposter syndrome or doubt or fear when you're comfortable. But when you're comfortable, you don't grow. You could be comfortable very well with what you've been doing for years, playing small, ignoring your inner calling, suppressing the dream that your inner child had, talking you out of, taking the next step, taking action on what you want, and learning to be okay with, living your day on a loop. So the discomfort is to be expected, it's normal, and it's actually documenting that, learning how to articulate that, learning how to translate that into language is how you can alchemize it into even more abundance. Another blockage I see is creatives don't know what to talk about. There are so many talented, multi-talented, neurodivergent, creative, beautiful women, especially if you're older, especially older women out there. I know I have a lot of creatives in my channel. I'm 24, but a lot of women who are way older than me. And you just have years of experience, of nuance, of story. It's not too late. That's actually an advantage. So it should never be, what should I talk about? Areas where you hold your shame or that you think are boring or mundane are only, boring, mundane, or normal to you. So your story, your insecurities, your day-to-day thoughts, your interests, your special interests, your passions, that's what you talk about. The delivery doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Now there is a strategy to it. There is a strategy because there's so much content out there. There's a lot of competition, you could say. The only way not to compete is to be yourself. But like I said, when you come in performing, you start blending in. You're not standing out because the only way to stand out is to be you, not to pretend to be someone or something else. So there is a strategy in learning how to package your perspective, learning how to translate your essence, your energy, your journey into language in a way that has reach and impact and gets you the reach and impact that you deserve and that you're capable of. And you're navigating, the algorithm, a lot of, short attention spans, but it doesn't take performance. There's a certain way to do it, and I can't tell you. I do have some general tips, but it's not one size fits all. It really is, as I said, if you take a template, or you take, you know, it from somebody else. That's still watering down your authenticity. It's how do I deliver my authenticity in a way that lands? But it's always coming back to your authenticity. We're so used to outsourcing our success when all the answers are truly within you. You have all the knowledge. And the problem is just we have all these mental blockages and these excuses we make not to show up. All you have to do is show up. And a lot of this work is also about skill sets over solutions. So, a solution is you have a video and it gets, I don't know, a lot of views, right? You're getting a lot of traction, you're monetized. And then what? The skill set is learning how to do this over and over. No matter where you are at in your journey, no matter what you're feeling that day, how your moods are fluctuating, you can continue to replicate these results, these successful results, because you've learned how to translate your story, how to use YouTube as a conduit for your creative energy. But in order to do this, you have to be connected to your authenticity and your creative energy. When I say your authenticity, I don't mean you have to be perfect. I don't mean you have to solve your visibility fears and your blockages and deeply ingrained patterns and habits that you have been sustaining for years overnight. I'm teaching you how to learn how to show up with them, how to learn how to coexist with them instead of to surrender to them instead of submitting to them, right? A lot of women have been submitting to them for years. Surrender means you allow yourself to show up through the discomfort, through the messiness. Expect messiness, right? That doesn't mean anything is wrong. Like imagine how toddlers or babies feel learning how to walk for the first time, right? And this is natural. You are a resource. You take yourself everywhere, your story everywhere, your essence everywhere. So that's why YouTube is such a lucrative choice because all you have to do is sit and press record. You don't even have to edit. You don't have to have a bunch of time. And yeah, it's just so, I'm not saying ease as in without effort or discomfort. It's success without the expense of your authenticity. The 9 to 5, not having any time for your passions, your creativity, if that's what you desire, that's not authentic. If it doesn't feel right to you, if it's draining you, if you constantly feel burnt out, that's not authenticity. It's just normalized. And that's what I mean by misguidance. Is we're told we have to do these things. And so we have to do these things. We have to climb the corporate ladder. This is the way to success. We have to do this, do that. We are put into all these roles, especially as women. And then we end up disconnected from our authenticity when our inner voice gets quieter and quieter because we're so used to shutting it down because it often is telling us to do the opposite of what society is demanding from us. So the issue is not if you're a YouTuber or you are questioning your success. The issue is not fixing your mindset. The issue is not your strategy or lack of effort or you need to be more organized because the problem is we are taught we need to meet all these conditions when the version of you that you are right now is enough to create success with the flaws. This is part of the authenticity. With the flaws are part of the authenticity with the imperfections. The true issue is lack of self-trust, lack of information and miseducation, and disconnection from your natural magnetism. Your own authenticity may be foreign to you. And you can reconnect with all that by sitting in front of the camera and pressing record. And a lot of creatives say, like, for example, they start their journey, they start recording, and they're like, I feel awkward, and my voice like drops or rises, and I'm all nervous. And they treat it like a problem, like, I need to fix this, so I can't post. That's no reason for you not to post. That's the authenticity right there. You know how many other people feel that way, and how many other people would be moved because you gave yourself permission to show up, regardless, even though you didn't have all the answers or experience. That is the work. That's the work. So, yeah, that's my little ramble. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm hosting a full masterclass on this next month on translating your authenticity into language, into titles, on everything, how often to post, how to reconnect with this source, with your inner child, your femininity, your authenticity, and navigate all the visibility wounds and fears and doubts that come up and the nervous system dysregulation that comes up. Your brain's going to fight you on this if this is not familiar to you, right? So I'm going to give you all the information right? I've been doing this for a year and a half. So everything I've learned in a year and a half, you can get access to in 90 minutes. You can look through my channel and see how, I just show up. I'm getting paid to tell my story, to express myself, to reconnect. I don't have all the answers. I'm still figuring out a lot in my business. But YouTube is the heart that breathes life into so much for me. And I can make money from anywhere. And I can do this over and over. And I have done this over and over, right? And I have a level of control over my AdSense, over how much I make from YouTube, right? From anywhere. This is a powerful resource to have. Tap into your natural magnetism. So yeah, that's all I got to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching.